Hi there! I just finished building a house here in Lake House Cove, and I learned a few things along the way that I'd like to share with you today.
Which looks better, 1 or 2? 2 or 3? 3 or 4? 4 or 5? For a complete checkup, see your local realtor.
I'm JJ with Michael Saunders, and I am pleased to be here on MarkBoehmig's Living in Lakewood Ranch YouTube channel with you here today. Like I said, I just finished building a house here in Lake House Cove. I'm standing in front of the wonderful sales center here, the Outrigger model, which is a delight to see, by the way. And I have 7 steps that I think are important to know in the new build process here in Lakewood Ranch. This is for any village in Lakewood Ranch. It's a little bit windy here today, which is actually very nice because even on our best season, it can be warm here in Florida, which to all of you folks up north in December, you're thinking, stop complaining, enjoy. So I am. I'm enjoying the breeze. I'm enjoying this day. And so back to our 7 steps. Step 1, think about what is your goal. So for me personally, when I was looking for a new home, I had become an empty nester. I wanted to downsize, so size, very important. Also, what do you want in your community? So with more than 25 villages in Lakewood Ranch, each community has something different to offer. I wanted to have amenities. I wasn't going to be having a pool. I knew I didn't want a pool. So I wanted to make sure I had a beautiful community pool. So that was a priority for me. So amenities, size, and view. So view wasn't that much of a priority to me because more of a priority to me was my budget. I had a very specific price that I wanted to stay in. So although I ended up with a nice view, it's a back-to-back lot, so not a premium lot. We'll talk more about that later. But on that note, I wanted to show you this very nice publication. This is a magazine all about Lakewood Ranch, Florida, and inside of it, you'll see a beautiful map. This shows all of the villages here. So, like I said, there's more than 25, and they're building as we speak. And then also in this publication is a guide. This will show you what amenities that each community has. Is it gated? Does it have golf? Does it have a community pool? Are there no amenities? And it will also show you what kind of homes are in a community. Single-family homes, townhouses, villas, etc. But I'm going to put a link to this publication in the notes on the bottom of the channel, so that way you can click on that and I'll send you one of these. It's free if you want a hard copy or a video, an email copy, whatever you'd like. Just ask me for that and I'll send that right out to you. So we've got our goal. All right, so based on that goal, we're going to look at all of the villages in Lakewood Ranch and say, where do we want to live? So I had the benefit that as a realtor, I shop in Lakewood Ranch every day, so it was a quick and easy decision for me. Lake House Cove was number 1 for me. Country Club East was number 2, which is all resales at this point. And then Crestwind, which is a 55 plus community. So those were my top 3. And so I headed out. I went to the first community, Lake House Cove, and never made it to number 2 because when I walked in the door at Lake House Cove, they had exactly what I was looking for. Pointer number 3. Number 3 is, am I looking for an inventory home, or do I want to make custom selections on my home? Or both. Am I open to either? For me, I'm a fan of the inventory home. Inventory, of course, is a fancy word for what we all know as a spec home. So I went into the sales office and I asked, what do you have on inventory? And they showed me a sheet that looks very much like this sheet. This is the current inventory sheet in Lake House Cove. I just got this in the sales office before I started this video. So I took a look. They had a house on there that I was very familiar with the floor plan. It was in my budget, and I put my name on the list right away. At that point, at that time, there was a waiting list, and obviously I made it to the top of the waiting list. So inventory was great for me. I like the inventory homes because there are professional designers that come in, make the selections, and they know better than I do. And they showed me the selections that had been chosen, and I was very pleased. After the house was completed, the only thing I didn't like that was pre-selected that I'm planning on changing now after closing is they had a double basin sink, which I don't know why anybody would want a double basin sink. It was not for me. So I'm working on changing that out. That's an easy fix. So a couple things to know about inventory versus custom homes. So inventory means that the house has been permitted and the selections have been made. It could still be a blank lot of dirt. Or sometimes inventory is ready to go. Where's the keys? Let's close. Off we go. Quick, easy, beautiful. Everybody's happy. Custom selections, you get a base price for the house, okay? And this can throw people off if you are not aware of this. So this will tell you, this is your custom selections. You have your base price, right here on this list, and you take that base price and then you select from the available lots, and those lots all have a price tag on them as well. So you have your house, you put it on a lot, and then you go to the design center and you pick out all of your fancy pretty things, your flooring and your hardware, and do I want hurricane impact windows, etc. They will give you a price tag for that. You put those three pieces together, you have your price for your house. So that is custom selections versus inventory. And you know, even though you don't go through the whole process, it's not always more cost effective to buy an inventory home. It just depends on the specific situation. It's just one of the big benefits is the timeline. If you are making a custom selection home and you're starting from square one, it's for a broad stroke timeline, it's going to be about a year. It could be 9 months, it could be 16 months, depending on the size of the house, availability of materials, etc. So that is my pointer number 3 out of 7. Moving along. Pointer number 4. Okay, we've made our choice. We've picked our house. We're all excited. Let's go to contract. Okay, it's 17 pages typically. It's a lot of contract. And by the time you go to contract, you'll know all of the ins and outs of what you're signing. Your on-site agent will go through it page by page with you. You also will hopefully be represented by your own real estate agent, somebody who knows the process and can point out what's important to you in that contract. So we sign the contract, we put down a deposit. Deposit is at contract. The builder will give you a 3 to 5 day time allowance to move your money from the market over to them. Also, at this point, we will find out, prior to this point, as part of the decision-making process, some builders will also offer incentives. The incentives are towards closing costs, design center allowance, that sort of thing. And the reason why they do that is, first of all, they want you to buy their house. They want to, be competitive, but also they want you to use their lender if you're getting financing, and they want you to use their title company to close with. And it's just a streamline of the process. That is their whole motivation, just to make sure the process goes smoothly. They're offering an incentive. For the most part, I would say, sign up. It is a nice thing to get, and sometimes they can be very substantial, $5,000 to $25,000, and the closing costs on new construction are substantial. So if they're offering incentives, that's a nice feature. So that's step 4. Step 5, the build process. It's a little bit of a quiet time now. We've got everything all set. Going to be looking at probably a year until our house is built. They're going to do the groundbreaking, which is not exciting. You may not even be alerted to the groundbreaking process. It basically is the builders started the process. They let the county know this house is officially under construction. But a few months down the road, you have the pre-draft drywall walkthrough with your construction manager. And that part is exciting. I enjoy doing that. You get to walk through the rooms. There's no walls up, just the framing, so you can see through the walls, but you can feel, the footprint of the house is there, and sometimes at that point you can, move electrical outlets or, small changes, but try to keep the changes to a minimum. Every time you make a change, it delays everything. And then the next big one is really your pre-closing walkthrough. And then at the pre-closing walkthrough, it's typically a week before you close on the house. You go in, you meet with your construction manager, make sure everything is pristine, that there's no paint smudges that need to be addressed or grout on the tile. The little things, make sure everything is pristine. And your construction manager is also doing that at the same time. You learn about the warranties and the appliances and everything at this point, how to change the filter on the air conditioner. And it's very exciting. And then you'll be closing within a week after that. So, get ready to move. So that is step 5. And step 6 and step 7 are a little bit together. Step 6 is basically your warranty period. After you close on the home, the whole house is under warranty for a year. So anything, the cabinet's not closing properly, you see a chip in something, cosmetic things are covered in your warranty. You just be careful, because if there is any cosmetic damage caused by your move, that is not covered under warranty. It's all of the house. Things you may not have noticed before you closed will be covered. So that's step 6. And then step 7, your last step, is what you do when you take ownership of the home. One of the recommend strongly, and I did myself as well, is having the grout sealed professionally before you move in. This keeps everything pristine. Your grout will always be sparkling. You don't have any traction in there, like the wearing areas. And the same thing with your pavers. If you can get them sealed, they'll always stay pristine. You never have any problems with them. So that is the grout and the pavers. You will probably not get fans with your house. You have to make arrangements to have some fans hung. Everybody wants their ceiling fans. Lights, sometimes towel bars, toilet paper holders. These are things that a lot of builders don't include with the build. Mine didn't, and I loved my builder. It just isn't an item that they included. Washer and dryer, I had to go get my own washer and dryer. Some builders don't include the refrigerator. That's a small percentage, but it does happen. So these are questions that you find out in advance so you can prepare after close, have everything lined up for that. So that's what I have for you today, my 7 steps to make a smooth build process in Lakewood Ranch. And again, I'm JJ Williams. Feel free to reach out to me if you're going through the process, if you have any questions. I've helped many buyers through the process, and for the most part, it's just enjoyable. It's enjoyable, especially if you know what is coming down the road for you. So I hope that this benefits you. I hope you got some value here today, and we'll check in soon. Have a good day. That I'd like to share with you today. My name is JJ Williams. Why do you keep doing that? This is going to require quite a bit of editing. Okay, let's try that again. A little bit more this way. There we go. Okay. My name is JJ Williams. I'm with Michael Saunders, and I am pleased to be on the Living in Lakewood Ranch YouTube channel. Let's try that one more time.